Hello Capricorn and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. We have Wand King, Leo Crown and Wand 3 Sun Aries coming out. So a lot of creativity coming in and yeah, a lot of some good results coming through with that as well. I think that, there's the Wand King energy is about having a vision and the Wand 3 energy can be around waiting for some results to come in. So you've potentially had a really an idea or put something into action and it's, leaving it up to the universe now to see what comes back. So we'll see what else is coming in for you, Capricorn. This reading is a general reading, Capricorn. It is actually for December the 16th through to the 31st. So the second half of December, right to the end of the year, lots happening astrologically wise. Oh my goodness, we've got Wand Queen coming in as well with Wand King and Wand 3. My goodness, what are you two manifesting? There is a really amazing partnership. Or this is the divine feminine and divine masculine parts of you as well. Look what they're doing in the middle with this Wand 3. This is very much, this is Aries throne, Leo crown, a lot of fire, passion, motivation, taking action. Yeah, there's success with these two, but this is like being on fire quite literally. So there's something that if it's you and another person and you're working collaboratively together and creating something, you guys are on fire. Whatever it is that you're making, it's got this real synergy to it. That it could be something really amazing that you're creating here. I don't feel necessarily, I think it's more the act of creation and you kind of weaving all the pieces together. It hasn't quite necessarily formed into what it is yet, but you're working really hard at something and really, putting a lot of motivation and effort into something, and it feels really kind of exciting as well. So this is either you working really, really well with somebody, and this can be, the Wand King, Wand Queen, fantastic combination of energies together, or like I said, the two sides, the masculine and feminine side, but it's all fire for you coming through, Capricorn. So, we'll have to make sure, we are moving from Sagittarius season into Capricorn season. So happy birthday to all you beautiful Capricorns that are having a birthday in this fortnight. And also it is holiday season, so happy holidays as well. So it's very exciting. And I'm sort of just saying with the fire of Sagittarius, it's interesting Sagittarius hasn't come up. It's more Aries. And actually, there's a lot of energy around Chiron in Aries at the moment, which can be to do with healing of wounds. So sometimes with a lot of fire, you've got to be careful you don't get burnt, being an earth sign. But I'm feeling that this is okay for you guys, Capricorn. So especially coming into your season, this is where things can really start igniting and taking off for you. So this just feels really fantastic. And we also have the beautiful Miss Stella, and we have the Six of Swords. Okay, so this is around moving on from something, can be travel, relocating, or just, travel plans that are happening here with the Six of Swords. So Capricorn, this is a general reading, so just take what feels right, leave the rest. And if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading. The link for that is in the description box below. So you could be getting very excited about some sort of travel or movement that's happening here with the Six of Swords. So crossed by the Two of Swords. Yes, maybe, there is a lot of momentum and passion coming through here with this, but there's some sort of hesitation, whether it's you or somebody else, about stepping into this. Now, I have to work around Stella's tail. There's conflict here with the Five of Swords, okay? So Stella's showing that, like she's like, yes, don't, it's all about acting in your own self-interests. And it's like, I want to put the card there, and Stella's like, my tail's there. And I'm like, no, that's where my card is. And it's kind of got a bit of that tit for tat kind of energy, which is kind of interesting because it's all in the element of air so far. There's a lot happening. It's just like this very concentrated energy. This is all fire. This is all air at the moment. Now, we bring the fire back. So you are building a really strong foundation. There could be an interesting set of some interesting discussions coming through with this energy coming in. The Three of Swords, this is the wound we were talking about, the wound in Aries. I feel like somebody might be triggered by this wound, but there's actually a fantastic opportunity to step in and receive some healing around this, especially as Jupiter's moving into Pisces at the end of the month in December, which actually brings with it some lovely high vibrational love and compassion and healing and a lot of creativity. So I feel like you're really tapping into a lot of this energy here, Capricorn, which is unusual. I wasn't expecting this from your reading because Venus and Pluto are also in your sign. So I kind of thought that there'd be a lot about that happening for you guys. The Ace of Wands. But no, we're all fire, all fire, overcoming this kind of wound that can be the Chiron in Aries can be about your identity. It can be about standing on your own 2 feet, doing something in your own terms, asserting yourself, starting things. So I feel like, anything that's been wounded around that or any kind of, particular wounds to do with that. And with the Wand King and the Wand Queen, this is a very magnetic and creative energy, very expressive. So whatever part of you that is wanting to kind of really especially also with creativity, like putting something out there, it's being open to like putting something out there into the world. That's the kind of thing that can come up to be healed. You've got the Two of Wands, okay? So you are motivated. This is you in the reading. You're like, I want to do this. I want to start. There is a decision to be made here, a choice. Somebody's hesitating or not sure, stuck in the middle perhaps. Justice energy, there's new contracts around this. And the Seven of Swords, okay? So there is an exit strategy, an exit plan. Is being supported by the universe at this moment with this Six of Pentacles, that there could be some resources that come in that can help this. But things are changing with the Wheel of Fortune. There's a sense that fate is at play. And I kind of get this feeling with that Seven of Swords that if there's any kind of plans here, and particularly if it's like moving on or travel plans, expect the unexpected. There might be some slight shifts and changes to do with that at this moment in time. So, you've had this energy around you for, a while now in the last couple of months, this Six of Swords energy. Have you been thinking about moving or moving on from something? Has it happened or hasn't it happened? This energy is still around you and it's crossed by the Two of Swords. So it's kind of interesting because we also do have the final Saturn and Uranus square that's happening on Christmas Eve on the 24th of December. And this is the third one that's happened this year. And that square has really kind of been the old versus the new. It's something that's kind of been asking you to change or move on from and set yourself free from an old energy. And, there may have been resistance throughout the year, but this is kind of like the final opportunity, or there might be a little bit more pressure on this. So, this Six of Swords energy crossed by the Two of Swords, definitely somebody's not wanting to make a decision about this, which and this could just be something as small as like, let's go away. Let's go away for a weekend, or let's book a holiday somewhere, a vacation somewhere. So it doesn't have to be like a big move. But with all this creativity here, there's something happening here in that element of what it is that you truly, truly want and desire is coming up as a big theme. So, someone's conflicted about it, which is creating a little bit of conflict. Someone wants to stay in the 5. They don't want to move into the 6. And so there could be some people saying, I want this, I want that. And this can be, fights, discussions, arguments. Stella's like, I'm out of here. I don't want to be part of that conflict. I'm moving on. And this is in your conscious mind. I think that maybe there's some interpersonal stuff. Maybe it's people around you or some group dynamics and energy that, the Five of Swords can come in. It's kind of interesting because we've got the Three of Swords here in the recent past, because this can be when you're around people and your time's up with this particular group. Or particular energy. And so if you stay in that and it's time to move on from it, then it's a sense that every little thing that they might say might just trigger something within you trigger this wound, and they might not even be conscious of it. They might not be doing it deliberately, but it's kind of like if you're just overhearing conversations, or it's just you're getting an extra layer of meaning from what it is that they're saying, and it's just kind of always that little like jab, jab, jab. It's hurting you. So there's only so much you're going to want to put up with this situation for too long until you're ready to move away from it. And with all this wand energy around, it's a really supportive time to do this. We have the Four of Wands at the base. So this is what's happening deep down. You know, it is all about taking those progressions, those step-by-step progressions. You know, we've got the 6, the 5 wanting to move to the 6. We've got the 3 crowning you moving to the 4. So, you know, and we've also got the 2, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4. You know, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of Wands here. So it's very much, they're all in slightly different orders here. But this is what's kind of coming in at the base. And I feel like this is something that's happening deep inside of you, which is something that you truly, truly want coming in. And this could be about moving home or moving to do something that really feels like a good foundation about what it is that you really, really want to be doing. So, I mean, this is happy home, happy heart, the Four of Wands. And it's got the 1111. So there's very much it can be a soulmate energy or a mastery of this relationship or a synergy that comes in. It can even be twin flame, but it's kind of not feeling, it's feeling more like, you know, we've got the Wand King and the Wand Queen. So, you know, here they are. They're getting on. They're meant to be together. They're meant to be working together. It's creating a real mastery. And it's the homes, the house here can represent sense of self, sense of identity as well. The fact it's crowned by the Sun, Aries. So wanting some really good results coming in on that behalf as well. So, you know, what's happening deep down hasn't come up out into your world. You know, I feel like you're working on this with the 1, 3, wanting to bring in those results, but it's like there's a few steps that are still kind of need to be completed. And the first one is this, the Ace of Wands, you know, to really, really want it. There's one thing about setting these, you know, thinking that this is what you want and making plans, but this idea has to really, really kind of come in with the Ace of Wands. This is the conception of it, you know. It may feel like the conception of it in the real world, you know, out in your human world, but it's really kind of a bit further along deep down inside of you. This is something that whether you've told the other person or told yourself or told people about this or not yet, or it hasn't gone down well when you have talked about it, but this is something that you are going to start seeing. It's impossible to ignore this, you know. This is starting to come up and out now, and it's starting to make its way, its first steps into the world, because this is you're presenting as the 2. So this is where you're thinking, right, I'm wanting to take this Ace of Wands that's coming up in the near future, this opportunity, this maybe some messages coming in around creativity or your career coming through. And I want to take it up and I want to see the world or change my world or somehow and leave something behind that no longer resonates and actually might be kind of, you know, hurting me mentally, you know, it's hurting my mind. So the 2 of Wands, yeah, this is you ready to step into the new. So that's why with this 2 of Swords energy, you know, this is motivation, drive. The Swords is, you know, your mind. So again, that might be somebody else, or it could just be a rational part of your mind going, you're kidding, you want to be doing that. You really sure about this, like questioning it, even though this is something you really want. So it's kind of like you're having this battle between the two elements inside of yourself, whether this is within you or within somebody else. So hopes and fears, we've got the Lovers card, and there's a lot of energy of divine masculine, feminine, or 2 energies working together, working well together. And we see that there is a soulmate energy around you with this Lovers energy, but this also represents, this is a big choice. It's a big decision here around you, and this may be a big choice for somebody else as well. So yeah, definitely with the Lovers card represents a choice, but the sun is shining over the Lovers. So there's a sense that there is some kind of divine, fated, this Ace of Wands feels fated, this energy that's calling you and getting really excited about it. Hopes and fears, the Justice card, you know, this is contracts. This is fairness, contracts. So I can see a lot of balance here within a relationship, but there's conflict as well. So it really is, you know, both sides of you on board or both people on board with this. So the justice energy definitely can be a sense of new contracts. It could be new work contracts with that Ace of Wands as well, but it can be new soul contracts underneath the Lover's card. But that's the hopes and fears. So we have as an outcome this Seven of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. So this is kind of like, again, we've got the 2, 3, we don't have the 4, but we've got the 5, 6, and 7 of Swords. So it's just this incremental, like just taking one step at a time towards what it is that you want. And you can actually see with the 7 of Swords, it's 1 foot in and 1 foot out, 1 foot in the old and 1 foot in the new. And it's kind of like, I've made this plan to kind of get out of a restricted area and take some leave of some sort. And there's a little bit of money or there's some support, material support around this. So, you're so close to kind of getting there. It's a little bit, you might need to be a little bit discreet about some of your plans, but I think that with the support from the Six of Pentacles, this can be some kind of gift of money, or someone's wanting to invest in you, or you're wanting to invest your money somewhere else that could actually help you get out of this situation. So, yeah, interesting. And that can be time, energy, money. The Six of Pentacles can be some sort of resource that's coming your way. So I actually feel more like it could actually be that you could be feeling really generous as well, because the Wand King, Wand Queen, they're very generous energies. Six of Pentacles quite literally is giving something away. So this is where you might be thinking of, I'm just about to shuffle, giving money to charity or charitable causes or something like that. That can be coming through as well. Maybe this Ace of Wands is about doing something that's giving back more as well. So the Wheel of Fortune is interesting because it is a 10. You can see the X up the top. It does represent that you're kind of halfway through a journey. You're halfway through the fool's journey. You're not the fool anymore, starting off naive along a path. You've kind of got to a point where you go, I've learnt a lot, I've experienced a lot. I'm no longer going in as the novice or inexperienced or naive. I know a lot now, and I know what it is that I want, and I know what I need to let go of here. And so the Wheel of Fortune is showing that you kind of halfway to where you want to get, and you're seeing that with the Seven of Swords as well. You've got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and it's just getting yourself into that second half of where it is that you want to be going here. And it feels a little bit like, there's things you're trying to move your foot and something's like holding it there. But, I feel like with this fire energy, it's going to help you lift up and out of that. So the Wheel of Fortune is saying things are changing, fate is coming in. And it's a bit like that Wand 3, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's kind of like, you've played all your cards at this moment in time, and now you just need to leave something up to the universe. You need to let go and surrender and see where the cards lie, because there's only so much you can try and control something. You've kind of maybe laid some plans down, or just there's still decisions to be made here, but maybe you've got to kind of wait for somebody to make a decision as well. So it's a sense of there's nothing else you can do but wait for somebody to kind of come on board, or an aspect of you to come on board. But there's something very fated about this with the Wheel of Fortune coming in. So, yeah, it does feel like, you're getting there and things are about to start feeling more positive, more inspired, and it's going to start shifting and changing, feeling like it's moving forward a lot more. It says, affirmation cards, I experience love wherever I go. Love is everywhere, and I am loving and lovable. Loving people fill my life, and I find myself easily expressing love to others. So that's beautiful. I'm going to put that right underneath the Three of Swords. So again, like there's a lot of sense of being clever there could be some miscommunications happening in here. But yeah, I do feel like ultimately it's connecting to that energy of love, and yeah, that's a beautiful energy to come in. It says, and Venus is in your sign, so that is the the planet of love, plus also to do with finances. So I can see both of that in this reading here coming through. The Ace of Wands can represent passion, new relationships, but we've got the Six of Pentacles, which would suggest some sort of material resource coming with this as well. So it says, all is well in my world. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. So yeah, I think it's just a matter of keep going. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And that's kind of, that's kind of the energy at the moment, Capricorn. We have Angel, the beautiful Angel coming in, and it's showing you, I'm just going to move this one up here. It's showing you that the angels are watching over you. We can see that here with the Lovers card. There's angels watching over a relationship here, or, watching over the two different sides of you here. And so there is support from the universe. There's also right next to that Three of Swords. Again, talking about that beautiful energy of Jupiter in Pisces, about being expansion of all those energies of creativity, compassion, forgiveness, unconditional love. So this is kind of like this beautiful angelic energy coming through. So yeah, it's really, really lovely. And also, the Ace of Wands, can be related to something like that, something of those higher realms, coming in. And so little angel, or it could be messages from the other side coming in, but it just feels like the angels are watching you and looking over you. So that's actually a really nice energy. It's a sense of being protected from spirit and the universe, which is a beautiful energy to come in for you, Capricorn, especially moving into the new year, feeling like that things are about to change, and that leaving it up to fate for some of it. Some things are out of your hands at this moment in time, but knowing that the angels are overlooking you and blessing you, it feels like you're in safe hands, you're in good hands, which is actually really nice. So that is the reading for you, Capricorn. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now. We're going to see what's coming in with this Ace of Wands, with this new idea that I think you're going to want to grab what it is that you really want with both hands. And then we're looking at this Seven of Swords, you 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You've got resources to help you. Where is this going? Because it's like one step at a time. Let's see, because when this Wheel of Fortune is coming in, fate, leaving stuff up to the universe, let's see what's coming through for you. So they're looking at the future beyond, and that's all going to be in the extended reading, as well as tuning into career, money, love, and relationships. So love it if you come over. The link for that is in the description box below, Capricorn. And if you want to go even further and look further into the future, the 2022 yearly readings are also out. So the link for that is also in the description box below. But take care, Capricorn. Enjoy your birthday season. Many happy returns for those of you that are celebrating, and please take care. Oh, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment as well. Usual spiel, and take care, Capricorn.